We'll see how long this lasts before it kicks off again. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. So it looks like it's okay. So that's different. So hello everyone and welcome. I'm Jason, the Apple What's It here. We already know that, I'm sure. Today we're deep diving into the subject many may find daunting. Many do find it daunting. It's navigating the family court system, particularly when you've got the professionals against you and they're all on one side. They're all not seeing what you're seeing. So facing a narcissistic ex and this journey can be complex, fraught with challenges and such as parental alienation and implacable hostility. But with the right strategies and success is possible. It's within reach. It's not. It's daunting. It looks like it's impossible. But let me guide you through the process, drawing from not only my personal experience, my personal journey, but also from key studies and cases, including insights from the notable Johnny Depp trial as well, that we can pull some insight from. What's important to remember is that you've got to remain child focused without all of this. Yeah, there's your children are there. So let's first talk about parental alienation and implacable hostility. So these are not just buzzwords. These are real issues that can severely impact your relationship with your children. It can even impact your case in court. Parental alienation occurs when one parent, often the narcissistic ex, attempts to turn the child or children against the other parent. Implacable hostility refers to an ongoing, unreasonable refusal by one parent to work with the other, and that's generally to impact the relationship with their child. Recognizing these tactics is the first step to counteracting them. Understanding and recognizing these behaviors, well, that's going to put you on the front foot, especially if you can recognize the ones that are indicative of parental alienation and implacable hostility, because this is crucial in these situations. If you are on the receiving end of, especially if you're the non-residing parent, you may observe the following behaviors in your children, which, let's be honest, when this happens, it's distressing, it's heartbreaking, it's gut-wrenching, it's awful, especially if it's when your children they're fearful of you. There's unwarranted fear or rejection. Your children may exhibit an uncharacteristic fear or rejection towards you without any real justifiable reason. They might be hesitant or outright refuse to spend time with you, which is not based on their past personal experiences directly with you, but more on the influence of the other parent. You've also got the parroting, the alienating parent, like parroting as in like, children might repeat negative statements or unfounded accusations about you that seem to come directly from the alienating parent. So these could include exaggerated complaints or lies about your behavior. They could have not come across this information independently without the support of the residing parent. Anger and withdrawal. You may notice sudden anger, withdrawal, or indifference where there used to be warmth and affection. The children may also use language or express ideas that are not age appropriate, possibly mimicking the alienating parent and copying their views. Rejection of extended family. Alienation can also extend to family members of the non-residing parent. Children may refuse to or be reluctant to spend time with their extended family or speak negatively about them, again with no justifiable reason or direct cause, just because they feel it's the right thing to do because they've had the other parent doing it. This is a key word: lack of ambivalence. Children usually can see both the positive and negative traits in others, especially their parents. In cases of severe alienation, they may insist that the alienating parent is all good, while the targeted parent, the non-residing parent, is bad, and displaying a lack of ambivalence is uncharacteristic for the children their age and developmental level. So that's key if you're going through anything like that now. Self-harming behaviours, that's in extreme cases. Children may exhibit self-harming behaviours like scratching, biting, digging into their nails like quite heavily, possibly as a manifestation of internal conflict and distress, probably caused, no doubt, by the alienation, let's be honest. You've got emotional outbursts or aggressive behaviours, especially for younger children. The stress of alienation can lead to emotional outbursts, crying spells, temper tantrums, or even a return to earlier developmental stages such as like bedwetting or baby talk. Frequent communication blocks. The alienating parent may frequently cancel visits, refuse to answer calls, or fabricate reasons why the child cannot communicate with the non-residing parent, further obstructing the relationship and making it more difficult to maintain. Now, as a non-residing parent, understanding these behaviours can help you articulate these issues in court more effectively. Being aware of them when they happen helps you control your emotions, so you don't have to get emotional when they start happening. You can just, it's happening, so you can control your emotion. Make sure you document everything that happens to exemplify these behaviours, as they serve they can serve as evidence to support your case. Remaining composed, focused on your children's well-being is paramount, and working with the professionals can help navigate through the challenges of implacable hostility and parental alienation. Without a doubt, I think it goes without saying. Okay, next question then. So how do we go from navigate these challenges? Well, clearly, evidence and communication are your best allies. Everything's easy when you know how, but not when you've got a whole team of people against you, not just your ex-partner, but their professionals are going against you as well. So you must have document everything and consider each communication as if it would be read by the judge. If you have to record your calls, then record your calls. Don't tell them you recorded your calls, just record the calls. If you need to use them, hopefully you will never have to use them. But if you do need to use them, then you'll have to use them. Navigating the complexities of, for example, a contested hearing in family court hearings amidst concerns of parental alienation requires careful evidence, evidence-based approach that prioritizes communication. There are a number of different ways you can evidence and how you can use evidence and communication as pivotal tools within a contested hearing. Obviously, document everything, like all your interactions and behaviors. Keep a detailed diary of all interactions with your ex-partner and any incidents involving children. For example, if your ex, if she refuses to communicate or share important information, hospital information, doctor's information about the child, note down the date, the time, the nature of the incident, but do not kick off. Don't make an argument out of it. Don't engage. Changes in the children's behaviour. Record any comments or behaviours that suggest a change in their behaviour towards you and how they're treating you and how they respect you and how they feel about you. Again, if these are changes seem to originate from interactions with the other parent, then for instance, if your child starts to express unwarranted fear or reluctance to spend time with you, log these observations with the specifics of what happened on each of the time and use them as evidence moving forward. Do not get emotional. Third-party observations solicit statements from individuals who have witnessed the dynamics between you and your children and their other parent. This could include neutral parties, like therapists, I suppose, who've observed a sudden reluctance in your child to engage with you, or teachers who've heard like concerning remarks from the child. Indirect evidence can be good. Highlight your proactive efforts to foster a positive environment for the children. You must foster a positive environment for the children. That means you can't argue with your ex. Documentation of your engagement in parenting courses or mediation, something that shows that you've demonstrated that you're self-aware, you're self-developing. You always want to develop your skills to effectively co-parent. Contrast this with documentation where instances where your ex-partner might have declined to participate in similar sort of courses for growth opportunities for you both. This one can be quite tricky and expensive, but professional assessments. Engage a child psychologist who can provide an expert assessment on the children's behaviour. This offers insight into how the dynamics with your ex-partner might be playing out and affecting them. It's not always a pretty read, but something you have to do. This professional's report can provide a neutral viewpoint for the children's well-being. And sometimes you're going to need that, because you're going to need that to convince the court that sometimes the CAFCAS officers can get it wrong, whether they are manipulated or intentionally knowing what they're doing. Because I do believe that some of them are not stupid and they do know what they're doing and they do it intentionally. So work closely with your legal team to make sure that they can strategize with you to how to present your documented evidence and third-party statements in a manner that's compelling but avoids any direct accusations that could be counterproductive. Your legal team can help frame your narrative around the facts and expert opinions. You must always, always, always focus on the children's best interests in all communications, in everything that's documented. Evidence consistently emphasizing that your actions and your concerns are driven by the best interest of your children. This can involve highlighting your efforts to facilitate a healthy relationship between them. Despite the other parent making it difficult and putting challenges in the way, you can highlight how you've overcome their objections. Alternative dispute resolution. Consider exploring mediation or involving a child custody evaluator to move a more nuanced, holistic view of the situation. Someone like me, for example, someone who wants peace, someone who's not going to go and you're not going to make things worse, because family lawyers, solicitors, they will make things worse. Yeah, they will make things 10 times worse. This can help underscore your willingness to find a peaceful solution and resolution and prioritize your children's needs that way. Present objective evidence. So when presenting your case, focus on showcasing patterns of behavior from your detailed documentation that suggests alienation, rather than making direct accusations. For instance, through a timeline of events and third party observations, you can demonstrate how the children's perceptions and behaviors have been influenced by the other party. Examples of effective communication when engaging with any form of communication always proceed as though the correspondence could be reviewed by a judge. For example, in emails or text messages to your ex, be polite, focus solely on the matters in hand, i.e. concerning the children, and avoid any language that could be received as accusatory or negative or confrontational or denigrating or sarcastic. This not only serves to protect your interests, but it also illustrates your commitment to maintaining a respectful co-parenting relationship with your ex-partner. By adopting these strategies, you're able to build a strong, evidence-backed case that clearly communicates your commitment to your child's well-being, as well as significantly improving your chances of navigating the challenges, I suppose you could ask, of a contested family court hearing successfully, or as successfully as you can as a litigant in person. And that's not easy when you've got people going against you that you would expect to be impartial. But no one's ever impartial in this world. Everyone's got to have a view, haven't they? Even when they shouldn't. Amidst these battles, obviously, you're going to be having, it's crucial to maintain and evidence a positive relationship with your children. Engage in activities that both of you and they enjoy. Document the moments and demonstrate your ability and involvement in their lives, be it through attending school events or regular outings. In light of family court proceedings, I remember it's really important. It's really, really important. Showcasing a positive and engaging parent-child relationship is key. Consider implementing a few of these strategies to enhance your ability to show this and evidence this to the courts. Enhance your document in your involvement in your sort of children's lives, regular positives interactions, routine activities, integrate fun, simple activities into your daily routine, such as cooking together, something as silly as cooking together, evening story time, or morning walks to school. I used to love the morning walks going to the school. I used to love that. Now, these moments can show the regular positive interactions that don't require special occasions. They don't require every morning walking to your child's school with your child in primary school is a special occasion as a dad, always. So engage in hobbies or activities that your children love, showing your support for their interests, whether that's practicing a sport or playing an instrument alongside them, or I don't know, diving into the worlds of their favourite video games or whatever, or books. Shared interests build bonds. Remember that. Shared interests build bonds. Homework help. Regularly assist with homework or projects, demonstrating your commitment to their education and their growth. Document everything. Highlight what you're doing, why you're doing it. Take photos. Make memories. These are memories that you're making. Mention specific projects in written statements when you're talking when you're going to court. Highlight your supportive role within your child's education. School events and activities. I was a stickler for going to the school play. Every single school event I went to, parent-teacher conferences, extracurricular sports days, activities everywhere. You know what? I was even teaching the kids to read when I was in preschool nursery. I was the only man there. Keep a record of everything you're doing there. Like, it saves. It looks good in court. It shows you what you've really made of. You're not just a short-term fix thing. You're there doing it for a long time. Yeah. If you make a memory maker thing, a box or a scrapbook with memories inside it, special outings, like plan memorable outings that fit into their interests, such as museums, parks, or participating in community events. These need not be like expensive. I remember going around London, never spending any money, just going around London looking for One Direction with Lila. Not extravagant at all. So it's about focusing on the quality time, that you have with them. Quality time. Vacations and day trips are great if it's possible to arrange a few special trips that provide a break from the ordinary. Then do, but don't rely on them solely. New experiences make happy memories. Document these trips. Document happy memories. Take loads of photos, put them on, share them on Facebook or online if it's private. And, you don't want to leave a footprint for your child. It's not it's their footprint. It's not yours. So, photo albums, like I say, keep a digital, physical photo album of your time together. There's nothing more rewarding when a child grows up and sees these photos of themselves hanging in this magazine in the photo album. That's special. Now, this serves as evidence of a loving and involved relationship you have with your children. Video diaries. These are other things. It's great now with technology. You can use short video clips or diaries of days out or milestones, showing real time and the interactions that you have and had with your children. The dynamics of the relationship you have, it shows it is powerful. But you need to be thinking positively. You need to be thinking positively to do these things, because it's very easy to go into a quagmire where you're just so miserable and you don't do none of it. Yeah, skill development, classes, go to classes together, enroll in classes or workshops together that could range from art or cooking or coding or any skill of mutual interest. This not only shows your active participation in your child's life, but it's your encouragement in their skill set and learning and growing as well, which makes them want to do more. It makes them want to be stronger and better. So it's a win-win. So home projects, engage in like home projects such as or hobbies such as like gardening or model building. People do train tracks and they trains. Home improvements, even if you want to do home improvements, like paint, decorating a room, a room together or something like that. That's teamwork, showing teamwork, showing, and then being able to celebrate the success afterwards, and recognizing the efforts that he's made or she's made or your children have made, even if it's just as even if they're just young. Celebrate their achievements, overachieve them. Celebrate what they do at school, when they do the good things at school, overachieve that. Big or small, doesn't matter. Celebrate everything. Let them know that how proud you are of them. Let them know how much you love them. Don't stop telling them how much you love them. Don't stop telling them how important they are and how special they are. This shows engagement. It shows pride in their success. No one's going to want your child to be better and more successful than what you do. No one. Health and well-being, sports and physical activities. Participate and encourage sports and activities so children stay healthy and fit. I mean, yeah, they need to be healthy and fit. I think that's where people fall down on, is their health. If you can keep on top of that, it shows a commitment to their health and happiness. Incorporating these elements into your ongoing interactions, it can provide a tangible proof of a nurturing and engaged parent-child relationship. Countering any negative narrative sold by the residing parent, all this positivity, it'll be huge. It demonstrates your genuine commitment to their well-being and happiness without lowering yourself to the standards of the hate that's going to be coming before you. If you've still made it this far, then bloody hell, you're doing well. I don't know if this is even entertaining or if it's even helping anyone, but hopefully it does, and it will serve its purpose. So, in the eyes of the court, your proactive approach to bettering your situation through parenting courses or attempts at mediation, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Yeah, this is evident in my case and cases where I've helped other people, where they're so self-aware, they want to be the best parents they can be. They're going out and doing their own online learning, and they're going to court with certificates, and that works well. I mean, the judges love that stuff. Yeah, but the fact, find all the stuff that went against me and my bad behaviour, I can evidence a continuous effort to improve myself throughout my situation, and prioritize my daughter's well-being. That stood out massively. Your proactive efforts and continuous improvement demonstrate a deep commitment to the well-being of your children, reflecting positively on your character in court. Courts often look for evidence that a parent is engaged and willing to go above and beyond anything that they need to do to foster that relationship with their child. And if that means sacrificing, if that means compromising, then that's what you have to do. Here's a few examples that you could further strategy, like examples you can use to sort of get the message home. Like, volunteer for additional assessments, willingly undergo psychological evaluations or parenting assessments by neutral consent if possible, showing the openness to scrutiny and underscores your desire to be better and commitment to improving your mental well-being, your parenting well-being. Everything is a dedication to you as a parent. You should never be criticised for that. Engage in specialised parenting programs beyond the basic parenting courses. Consider programs specifically designed for high conflict divorce. These often provide strategies for co-parenting effectively in adversarial situations, and can demonstrate your willingness to try and manage conflict in a more proactive and positive, effectively. You could initiate structured family activities, propose and organise activities that involve all the family members, I suppose. Could do. I mean, as long as it's safe and feasible, there's no non-molestation order against you, that's not a problem, is it? It allows you to engage in meaningful activities with your children. That's a fucking winner as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you document these proposals and it will highlight your initiative at least anyway, because even if your narcissistic ex doesn't want to engage with you, you can take this into court and say, look, I've tried doing this, tried suggesting this, and I'm getting knocked back all the time. But let's not talk about any implacable hostility or parental alienation from that side, because we're not allowed to, because it's just not allowed. So draft a parenting plan together. She doesn't want to. Okay. Use a parenting app. Doesn't want to. But you've tried. You've done all you can do. That's all you can do. Then you put it into the hands of the judges. Let them make all the decision making, all the strategies and managing for disagreement. You don't even disagree. As soon as you engage, you're part of the problem. This shows the court that you're thoughtful and consideration for your children's needs. Being non-argumentative, refusing to argue, sets the tone. Engage with family therapists or child psychologists who can provide feedback on your parenting and interactions with your child or children. I suppose this professional input can offer a court third-party view of your relationship with your children and your commitment to their well-being and how hard you're trying to address any issues that you've recently come across that you didn't realize that you were perceived in a certain way. Your child might have given you some feedback which you don't like, but you necessarily don't like it, but you're going to do something about it because you don't want your children or child thinking poorly upon you. Involving your children into extracurricular activities or educational programs that cater to their interests and needs demonstrates your active role in their decision to and willingness to support their goals and developmental dreams, I suppose, and their social skills. That's a key part of it all. And again, record keeping of positive developments. It's not all about negative. It's not all about the negative stuff. Never. No. Love wins. Positive stuff wins. Maintain a record of all any recognitions, any rewards, any improvements of your children what they've received at school, any sharing assembly awards they've won. All of it. Keep a record of it all. And this shows value in terms of how much you adore your children as they grow up. This can serve as a tangible evidence of the positive influence you have on their health, happiness, and growth. Expand your support network involving neutral third parties to help you with pick-up and drop-offs. Someone you both trust. It doesn't have to be a war. Doesn't have to be a war. Doesn't have to be this way. Doesn't have to be this way. Doesn't have to be this way. Bigger the conflict, the harder it is to fix. By continuing to place your children's best interests at the forefront of any tangible decision steps you're taking and making, address the court's concerns. You not only demonstrate your commitment to as a parent, but also counteract any negative narratives. These actions can help balance biased reports and highlight your role in fostering a positive and stable, loving environment for your children. It's very easy to feel discouraged, especially when faced with a report that doesn't fully capture the nuances of your situation. However, remember that the court's main focus is the best interest of the children. They don't care for you. They don't care for her. Highlighting your actions and intentions towards creating a supportive, loving environment aligns with this priority and can significantly impact your case's outcome. Hugely. Navigating the treacherous waters of family court can seem daunting, particularly when dealing with narcissistic people or people with strong narcissistic personalities. Such circumstances demand a tremendous amount of resilience. Preparing strategic thought for the path to success lies not just only in the strength of your character, but in your ability to meticulously compile evidence, engage in positive parenting, and to unequivocally demonstrate what truly serves your child's best interests. By adopting a methodical approach to your case, akin to laying down the pieces of a puzzle, you create a compelling narrative for the court to consider. For example, the Johnny Depp trial serves as a poignant example in this context. It underscores the importance of, preparation and the value of collecting and presenting evidence in the way that they did, in the power of the truth. The power of truth is huge. a Depp's legal team probably meticulously compiled evidence that ranged from audio recordings to eyewitnesses' accounts to what took place, which ultimately swayed the public opinion and court rulings in favour of Johnny Depp. This high-profile case illustrates that even when the odds seem to be stacked against you, a well-prepared and factual case can lead to vindication. But let's not forget, the journey through family court is more than just a series of legal battles. It's a test of endurance, patience, and resilience. It's about standing up for what's right, not only for yourself, more importantly, for the well-being of your children. That's the most important thing for your children. Now, as I have rambled on too long and I'm concluding this in a minute, it's crucial to remember that you are not alone. Yeah, we're all on a journey, but surrounding yourself with a supportive community, whether online or in person, can provide the encouragement and advice needed to navigate these choppy waters of family court. And by subscribing to this channel and my Facebook profile and any other social media that I do have, you join a community of people who I support, and we try and help each other with stoic views and just lots of love. A blend of expertise and personal experiences and invaluable strategies to help you move forward. So I encourage you to share, like, subscribe, and then make comments about your experiences in the comments below, in the boxes below, and let's get chatting, and let's get loving, and let's start showing respect and love to everyone. If you need help with anything to do with your family court or relationship help or dealing with a narcissistic ex-partner, or somebody just needs words of encouragement from anywhere, give me a call and we're happy to help. We leave no one behind and hope to empower and inspire and uplift others facing similar challenges. And together, we can form a collective front against any adversities posed by family court. And that's be that. Peace and love, everyone. Remember this final thought, yeah? It's not just about enduring the storm, but learning how to sail confidently through it. Thank you for making it this far. Thank you for being part of the journey. And until next time, subscribe, like, share. Peace and love. Lila's glove.